focus, just to persevere and just to make it. But everything that's within your grasp, you gotta take it, you gotta go hard and just dig deeper inside you to find that method, that mode that wants that hunger to survive, just to ride the grind, to take it the way you gotta take it and never stop.
Winning so much that they seem wrong. Never gonna lose, that's my theme song. I'm just a kid with the jeans on.
Good morning, everyone. Oh wow, I messed up my screen here a little bit. Let's fix this. I don't want to be that ginormous. Jeez. Why did it do that? There we go. What was that about? That was strange. Good morning, Taquito. Okay, I had to meditate this morning. I had to focus and not worry about the past. Worry about today and what we're going to be doing. Got to be in the present. Got to be in the present. Something I'm definitely working on. But even though I'm upset, which I am, but I'm not. I'm getting it all out of here. I'm throwing that in the garbage. I'm super excited to know that we called out the perfect bounce on NVDA and META yesterday using my strat that I've spent a lot of time back testing, and it worked incredibly. Like, incredible. It actually, I mean, right now the market's not even open. Right now we're already over our profit target. So, I mean, we would be up $25. I guess we're at $53.55 right now. So we'd be up $23 right now on this trade, which, again, the crazy thing about this strategy is the risk to reward is absolutely insane. I mean, right now you're looking at a 23-to-1 risk reward on this trade. Who here would risk $100 to make $2,300? All day, every day, right? It's just unfortunate for me. I'm sitting here talking about this strat, and it's unfortunate for me because I missed my entry by 24 cents. There's two reasons I missed that. Well, main one reason I guess I missed that strat. I got greedy on my entry. And so, we all want to get the perfect entry, right? And for me, I didn't follow my strat to the T on this, right? Because in this strat, I'm supposed to enter at the top of the hammer candle. So whatever the high of that candle is, which the high of this candle was $550.30. That should have been my entry. No questions asked. In at that, leave it alone. But me, I've been trying to get in right at whole numbers. So I put my entry at $550.01 just because, just in case it didn't have 550 exactly. But it hit 525 on this candle right here. 525 on this candle here. I don't enter on this candle. I enter on this candle. But the low of this was 550.25 cents. I missed my entry by 24 cents. So, Taquito, no, it is not worth market ordering in. Now, I will say in the moment as I saw that thing flying, I really had that FOMO feeling. I'm trying to control that FOMO feeling. I think just like most new traders doing this, right? So where is it where it's FOMO versus, a legit I'm jumping in, right? For me, I know where that entry is supposed to be. So truly, if I would have just stuck to my actual strategy entry, I would have been totally fine. I wouldn't be upset as I am right now, right? I tried to get a little bit greedy on my entry, trying to get it at $550. Again, missed that thing by 24 freaking cents. But aside from that, now I will say this. I've reflected on this, and knowing that this had the potential to go to $568, if I can go back and do it again after I saw this run, I should have jumped in, somewhere around this. Once I saw this thing going, I should have jumped in around 551 or so. I should have, even if I just jumped in 100 shares, because I do normally trade 200 on NVDA, I should have just jumped in 100, and then if I got back down to that area, grab the other 100. But at least I'm in. And for those that are with me all the time, you guys see me scaling into plays, and for whatever reason, I was so stuck on that I didn't get my entry. But it worked out perfectly. Unfortunately, I didn't get to profit from it, but I'm gonna learn from next time. I'm not gonna let that opportunity pass me by. But really fast, let me see how many people we got in here. We got right now. Well, we got 9 people with us right now. I am also streaming live over on YouTube for the very first time, just live. I don't want that. Let me move that over here. Sorry. Move it over on the other screen. Blow that up. I guess I need to keep this over here. I've never live streamed over on YouTube. And I want to make sure as I'm doing this that if anybody comments over in chat or anything like that, that I'm able to answer questions over there. So give me just a second if I know how to find it. So funny because there's another guy called like Mamba FX and Mamba Trader, but he does like trading cards and stuff. So it's like way different. Where is this thing? Hold up. We'll find this. Bear with me, guys. Let me open it up there. There we go. Oops.
How this pro trader made
I don't want to do that. Jeez. Okay. All right. I can now see if anyone wants to comment in here. I can actually see your guys' chats over here on YouTube. Let me see. I actually got a new green screen too, which I can see it's kind of cutting off my face a little bit over there. So I'm excited about having that too, so you can see I've got a different background. Anyways, let's go over this strategy because, I mean, we've got 18 minutes for the market. I'm going to try and go through this a little bit, but I don't also want to miss the open of the market. So really fast. Should we go over it right now, Taquito? We only got 9 people. I'd like for more people to see this. Raise your hand if you want me to go over this strat right now, or if we should just get setting up for the market and then go over this strat again later today. You guys tell me what you want me to do. Seriously, I would love for everybody to know this strategy because it is such a money strategy. If nobody says anything, I'm just going to set up for the market, and then I'll go over the strat later because I really would like more people in here. So I'll start with just setting up for the market, which we're already over previous day's high. I think on everything we had a look at that. I mean, we had a spike in pre-market today. Is anything not? Wow, I do not want all those levels. Is anything not over prior day high? Let's clean up the board here. All right, Tesla. I'll leave that line. That actually looks good. And obviously, I didn't call out that everything was going to have a damn bounce this morning. That's a nice spike. That's crazy. But literally, you could have swung anything long yesterday, and you would have been money. That's crazy. Literally anything. I was looking at swinging Microsoft long, Meta long, NVDA, but I have not had much luck swinging trades. It's scary as a new trader. I mean, just as much as, we wake up to, what was that, a $13 spike or whatever it is on NVDA this morning, you could easily wake up to a $13 dump as well, right? Imagine being in that 200 shares and you're in that. It's, outside of me trading my actual strat, I would have been fine, but normally that's just scary just to swing it. Meta, Google, again, we're getting rid of these things. Look at, I shorted Google yesterday, and that's why we have stop loss, right? I only took an $80 loss on it to end the day yesterday, so no big deal. Okay, so cleaned up some things. Look at Netflix is about the only one not opening up over yesterday high. That's really, really interesting. Okay, so let's put in our alerts, you guys. We'll start over. I always put in my alerts here at prior day high and prior day low. We're going to do that. Netflix has kind of intrigued me over the last few days. I don't normally trade it, as you guys know, because there's such a wide spread on the bid and the ask on the level 2. Let's see if we can find some stuff. So we got a little bit of an uptrend right there on Netflix. Still got that little shelf right here that I like. Okay. Google, again, so we're over everything. So we need to find, some other levels. So you can see right here, this is from Thursday. Sorry, what's the day? Today's Thursday, right? This is from Tuesday. So you can see this shelf right here on Tuesday. And look, it's holding up here as well, right? So just because it's a little bit higher today, I'm just going to nudge that up just a smidge right there. And so we've got a shelf building up, and that's from Wednesday. And you can see all the way back here, actually to Tuesday aftermarket, Wednesday pre-market, and aftermarket. So that's definitely a key shelf there. And then, of course, I'm going to go at or below now on these prior day highs. See if we get a crack below, because again, we're above everything on these right now. Meta. And again, if you guys see me turning my head over to this side, it's because that's where my my other screen is. Dry over here. I'm ready for man, if we're gonna have this cold weather, I would seriously much prefer some snow. Oh, and talk about cold weather right now. So really fast side note. So yesterday, apparently they were doing some construction on our in our area, and somebody burst a pipe, and so we can't even drink or wash our hands or anything with water right now. I literally I'm an idiot and took forever to do this, but I boiled a giant pot of water yesterday. So I had to boil water just so we have something, and then, not even thinking about it, I went and played basketball yesterday for like 3 hours. And so I came home and I was like, I can't even take a shower right now. So this kind of sucks. So I had to boil some water and, take one of those fun sponge baths last night. So anyways, sorry, completely off note there. So anyways, let's go back to Microsoft. Okay, we've already got this high right here, which you can see this was from, again, Wednesday. So we hit that high, kind of right at it, bounced right off. We're coming right back to this red line and bouncing off. So we've got some accurate key levels there as well. What's up, Mello? Man, I love playing basketball. I've really got into it lately. I got to be careful, knock on some kind of wood here. I ruptured my Achilles. How long ago was that now? Well, I've been in Texas almost 7 years. So 10 years ago? I ruptured my Achilles almost 10 years ago. And again, when those things happen, they're just freak accidents. I mean, literally nothing happened. I just turned to run up court and it just popped. So I'm always very scared of that. But also in the back of my head, I'm like, I can't just live in a bubble and not do anything, So, sorry, just reading a message here really fast. Okay, so yeah, I just got a message. Yeah, we're going to go over my strat a little bit later. I know Deck and AK are live. They're two of the best traders in here, bar none. But, where I try to be different as a streamer is I bring that, I guess you want to say, rookie aspect to it, right? I'm going to make mistakes. We learn from those mistakes. We learn together. It's a totally different type of stream, but you get to see how I'm starting to do things. And again, we can kind of relate. I feel like I can relate to other new traders just because we do a lot of the same things. I'm not over there being AK with a 90% win rate, which good for him. I'm not over there. I mean, AK is making I think $4 or $5 grand a day. Good for him. But the thing for me as a brand new trader when I was following him, I was getting a lot of FOMO and I guess kind of getting frustrated that I wasn't making the same kind of money, right? And so then I'd go in really heavy shares on something. I wouldn't quite understand the play, and then I swear to you, I would literally lose on almost every one of his plays, So and again, that's his trading style. I talked about this yesterday. Deck has his trading style. AK has his trading style. I'm finding my own trading style, which is great. And that's what all of us should be doing, you know, figure out what works for you. Yeah, don't look at the absolute value. Look at, you know, 1%. I don't really want to bring up my full account chart. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Charles, because TD Ameritrade moved to Charles Schwab, right? I want to see if I can show you something without giving away a bunch of private information here. One sec. All right, here we go. This is... I'm doing a screenshot here. I guess you can't really see fully, but you can see this is the little chart essentially from December 22nd. You can just slowly creep my way up, and you can't even, I guess, the 3 month. Well, 3 month, that's even better. Hold on, let me take a screenshot of that. You know, for me, it's good. Good to see this, right? Okay, so I had this big dip right here. I got down essentially to 25,000 in my account. Okay, and then just little by little every day you can see, okay, spike, come down a little bit, spike, kind of even. I like all these spikes, obviously, right? I like those. Came down big on this day. I know exactly what happened. That was a terrible day. But again, nice little kind of level out. Got another spike here. And we're just slowly but surely working our way up, you know. I have no doubt here within the next month or two, I'm hoping to make $400 or $500 a day and keep that on a nice average, you know. So, oops, I didn't mean to mark that. But, you know, over the last little bit, I mean, I've really increased my account. This 2-year change is not accurate. But, I mean, literally, I've gained... it's about $4,000 over the last 6 weeks. So I'd say that's a positive, you know, $4,000 profit in 6 weeks. That's awesome. For some reason I had it in my mind that it was 5. Probably, you know why I think it was 5, because at one point in the trading day, you didn't see it on the graph because I got down to $24,000 in my account. But for those of you that know, for the PDT rule, for the pattern day trader rule, you have to have $25,000 in your account. So again, I did a lot of gambling that day, I got to be honest with you, and I just made sure that I got above $25,000. I did it, I got lucky, and then from there I'm like, I can't let this happen ever again. You know, I can't let myself get below $25,000. Just slow and sure, let's build this thing up. So, you know, from where I was that day at 24,000, now I'm up to 29,000. So, good to see that progress just little by little. So, anyways, that's that. Go back to Microsoft here. We've got an alert here. we're gonna break that high again for that alert to come through. We'll put this again. We're gonna be way different. Normally it's break of prior day low and prior day high, but we got to change it up today. Those are key resistance. Like, look at this. Look at Amazon. Prior day low at the exact same line as prior day high. Look at that. So we got below. Here was the bounce play back down. This was my green profit target. Now again, you think, well, why didn't you jump in that? Well, again, I want to find the right entry. I don't know for certain right here. This is kind of where I was calling this, right? And so I always wait for candlestick confirmation. But literally in the very first candle of the day, it hit my profit target. I couldn't jump in anymore. You know, at this point, the move was kind of too late. Now think about if I jumped in at that green line. Okay, it did go down some more. You know, but where we don't know this, right? You want the best predictability as a trader. We came right back up to this blue line, and I was talking about shorting it here. But in my head, I was like, is that your strategy? No, that's not your strategy. Okay, then move on from it, you know. But we did get that reversal there from 152.15 all the way back down to 150, 35, right to these bodies of this candle. So I go to bodies of candles, not really wicks. So I look for that, especially on a 5-minute time frame. So anyways, let's back up here again. Make sure we've got our lines in. So look at this red line, though. I've had this red line in all the way back here. Isn't that crazy? I talk about this all the time, man. You put in the key levels there, you can start trading with a lot of confidence. For me, I just got to make sure that I stick to my strat, because Yesterday I had a play with Tesla. I got antsy and I hadn't traded in like 3 hours, and I'm like, nope, I want to make a trade, and I jumped in on a stupid trade. That was right over here. I even said it. I was like, okay, it needs to break this orange line before I go long, and if it doesn't break the orange line, I'm not going to go long, right? Well, it didn't break the orange line. It came down. I ended up taking, I think, a $280 loss. And look at, though, you want to see breaking the orange line right here, break the orange line, come back down, and come up, right? So I was right. It was just much later in the day. You're right, Taquito. I got gambly there. You just need to step away. I was thinking about it last night. I think I'm going to make like a little like scoreboard thing, and it's going to say like followed all the rules to your trading, on a day. Like, kind of like when you go to like a factory and it's like how many days without an accident. That's what I'm going to put. I'm going to have one of those. How many days did I follow my strat, in a row, and just like tally that. I think that'll be kind of funny. I mean, let's face it. I mean, Taquito, remind me again, how long you been trading? You know what it's like for some of these things. Mello, if you're still in here. I like checklists too. I'm with you. I do like checklists. Yeah, I think all of us can relate, Again, that's the whole point of me doing my live stream, is to relate to other new traders. I felt alone. We sit here at our computer all day long staring at charts all by ourselves. It does get a little bit lonely as a new trader, right? Well, I'm not full-time since 2021, but got more full-time in the last 7-ish months. Okay, so we're right about the same thing. Okay, so we've got a high here on AMD at or above. We've got 3 minutes, but again, as most of you guys know, I wait for candlestick closes, so I won't trade like right at the bell anyways, so it doesn't matter to me. Okay. Move some of these other. Jesus criminy with some of these. Apple, just huge spike. And I guess I deleted it, but Apple was on this nice uptrend yesterday. Look at this. I must have deleted that trend line. And again, I don't like trading trend lines, but look at that trend line to end the day. I almost entered back here at 182, but again, same thing. I was like, follow your strat. Don't do it. I know you see a trade there, but you can't trade everything you see. Look at that, though. And again, it got lucky. Everything had a huge spike. Had a shit ton of luck in my journey. Well, the thing about luck like that, though, is I just don't want it to be detrimental to me learning for I guess the long run. You know what I mean? 9:30 to 10 a.m. very volatile in the market. I don't do anything until 10 a.m. once the market opens, but of course I trade the market in between. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I will trade morning breaks if I find breaks, but again, I always wait for breaks and retest. I won't just jump in. You can see something running. I will not jump in. I won't FOMO into it. I'm not really a momentum trader, if you will. Again, I will only enter on retest. Right, and again, right now it's going to be tough because I wait for breaks of highs and breaks of lows. Everything's broken highs. So this is going to be a very interesting morning, and I probably do need to be a little bit more patient. Not quite sure what's going to happen, but you said 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is my time to start following my strats. Waterfall strat, my 50-200 strat. Those are my times to start following those. So I won't do those first thing in the morning. But for everyone that's in here, I appreciate you guys being with me. If you guys have any questions, again, just because Taquito mentioned it, AK and Deck are live right now. So I'm not going to go over my strat right now, but I'd love to share that with you guys a little bit later. Maybe, well, let's call it now. So 10 o'clock to 11, depending on where we're at, let's say 11 o'clock, I'm going to set an alarm on my phone and we can start. Maybe look at taking a lesson there, depending on where we're at in our trading day. And my dog over here is just, whew. I love you, Bella, but you got to stop farting over there. It stinks. Welcome to having a Great Dane. Okay. I just set an alarm. Yeah, you can growl at me all you want. What? All right, there's the bell, you guys. I'm going to switch this over to 3, 5. Actually, yesterday I tried the 1, 3. Again, I'll trade only on the 3 and 5, though. I'm just putting the 1 minute there just to kind of see. And so NVDA has already had a huge spike. So let's just be careful there. META, Tesla. What hasn't? What hasn't had a huge spike? Tesla coming on down. I'm looking at my watch charts over here. Again, Google and Netflix are interesting. Netflix. Netflix is below an orange line that I had. And last one is what I say, Amazon and Google. So let's take a guess here on NVDA, you guys. Where do we think NVDA is going this morning? Nice. That's awesome, Taquito. Yeah, I think, I think you and I can kind of join forces on that, where it's like use the 3 and 5 for confirmation and then get an entry on the 1 minute. I agree with you. I think I'm going to start looking at that as well, man. I'm with you. Look at NVDA dump, though. Look at NVDA dump. This is why things spike like that. You can't just jump in. Things starting to have pullbacks. Tesla pullback. NVDA pullback. And we're literally 2 minutes into the market. This is no trades for me yet, you guys. I'm not just going to jump in and gamble. Especially very first trade of the day. The last thing I want to do is be down $200-300, within the 5 minutes of the market. We got a long day ahead of us. We do not need to just jump in on something. 1 second. We are just chilling. Let me know if you guys see anything, but so look at, I should have drew that in there right here. Wednesday's prior high day. We're going to use that as a bounce on NVDA. Not quite there. So we're right at the 3 minute here. Meta's breaking a line here. Netflix is breaking 372 on Meta. I'm going to step away from NVDA. I'm looking at Meta right now, you guys. We just got a break here on this 3 minute of this red line. I'm contemplating taking an entry here on Meta. Still fairly choppy. I don't want to just risk it right off the bat, but I do like this close on the 3 minute above this red line that I've had in here. Right, and we can still go to 377-ish. What's the SPY doing? So SPY is getting that bounce off that red line as well. Tesla getting a dump. Watch Tesla here if this thing breaks below prior day high. Meta still intrigues me here at this red line. What do we think? Red line, but not give it that much room. 371, 372. Oh. 372. Look at that off 372. I was just starting to hover over it, but still was uncertain. It's okay. I don't want to be gambly. I was uncertain, but I did like it there. Very quick pop. I don't want a quick pop. I want it to go, you know. Tesla's the one that is giving me a little bit more confirmation on the fact that it's dropping below. So this 5-minute candle just closed. This 3-minute closes in 1 minute, so that's a good sign. Let's look for this 3-minute. Let's see. Can we get this thing back up to 215.89? We think 215.89 right here. Prior day high 215.64. Maybe scale into this. As much as I'd like to make a trade first thing in the morning, I'm just not feeling anything specifically. Tesla, I do like on the downside because it broke prior high a day, but I'm not 100% sold on it. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. I'd want my entry back up here at 215.68-ish. Okay, it's still going, but I wanted to have an entry. NVDA is about to break. NVDA coming up on this high here at 374. I mean, look how fast NVDA moves. I mean, literally dropped down to 569 essentially, right back up to 574. Again, you just got to be careful trading NVDA. Yeah, I mean, I had this red line on NVDA at 568 anyways. That was prior high a day. So I wouldn't have got an entry there either. Meta, Netflix. I'm focused right now on Netflix, Tesla, NVDA, and Meta on my screens right now. And of course, I've always got SPY and QQQ over here as well. NVDA would have to get above 575 for me to want to trade it. You guys are only 8 minutes in. 8 minutes into the market. We're good. We're good. No rush. Let me prioritize my internet. Nice thing. I'm the only one home today, so internet's running faster. My wife is also a YouTuber. You guys hear me say that sometimes. And my internet started running slow yesterday. I was like, man, I'm in a trade and it's laggy. And she came in later. She's like, hey, I'm off my Zoom. And I was like, wait, you were on a Zoom? She's like, I text you. I was like, I don't check my text while I'm trading. All right, guys, look at Meta. Remember I was saying to this, right here to 372. We got that bounce off 372. I wasn't 100% certain on it. But look at that, we got it. Wow, look at that. Right off 372. I think part of that was I was looking at the 1 minute here, which I don't normally look at. Yeah, I can't. I guess I need to move it to their taquito when I'm like ready to make an entry. That just kind of screwed me up, honestly. I thought those were my 3 and 5 minutes. So this is what I like to trade. 3, 5, 30 is typical for me. Okay, Tesla's coming down to this orange line that I talked about yesterday. We could get a reversal off that on Tesla. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything. See, NVDA just created a new high. I can step away because I'm not going to trade Meta right now. See, look at NVDA hit that 575, bounce off that, unless it can close above that area. I mean, look at that, 575 to 573, you guys. It just dropped $2, just like that. Got to be super, super careful. Wow. Don't go chasing NVDA. This is the reason I didn't go chase it yesterday. I know that wasn't first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning moves very, very fast. SPY is on the up. SPY's going up. 5. I don't want that. I want 5. Like Meta got to a high of 373.97, so essentially right at that 374. You can see right there. 3 minute, you can see break on the 3 minute, retest, continuation. That'd be interesting if we got a shooting star here. And shooting stars and hammers, remember, I don't just enter unless I get a second candle confirmation. I just got an alert on Amazon, so let's see what's going on there. Okay, so Amazon, man, SPY just reversed really quickly there. So now SPY is fading. Amazon, again, I just got that alert. It's because it hit this red line here. So now let's see if we're going to bounce off this red line. Yeah, I mean, look at those lines, you guys. 153.53 all the way back down here to this level where these candles are. 153.25. SPY is fading here, but again, SPY has this red line in here as well that you can see right here at this red line. So unless we can get below this red line, I mean, you can see we bounced off it, you know, a few times here, a few times this morning, even intraday. So unless we break this line, we can't short it yet because we're still above that. For those of you that are just watching me over on YouTube or something, again, stocks are going to move. We just got to wait for a predictable play for us. We want to put ourselves in a good position where we're not gambling. I will say I think I did miss out on this meta play. It's tough. It doesn't give me that much confidence because we're already over prior day highs. I really like break of prior day highs and prior day lows, but we were over on everything this morning. So kind of tough. So I'm just trading other lines that I put in. Netflix is fading. You can see I put in this uptrend on Netflix, which I don't trade anyways. I've said that before. But this orange line I thought might hold up. Kind of moved it there yesterday. Let's move it to right there. Okay, you see, we didn't hold up there. Hit it 1, 2, 3 times, coming back down now. And look at the spread on Netflix down here on the level 2. 30 cents. 30 cents on the spread. We are breaking this uptrend here. On the 30, our 50 is under the 200, which means we're technically on a downtrend on the 30-minute chart. We just closed below all these candles from pre-market. This one is very interesting. I'm going to give that one a little bit more time, though. Yeah, Netflix is scary. Netflix is scary. So Tesla, we just dropped below that orange line. But you can see we held up. Let me move that orange line. Because we held up right there. You can see that from right here. So now today you can see we're kind of holding up there as well. So if you don't have the right lines in, it can really screw you up. I mean, because look at, now we closed above that and we're getting a bounce. If you don't have the right lines, it will really mess up your trading. That's why it's tough for me to do trend lines, because trend lines are so subjective in my opinion. I feel like the key levels are easier. But when you're putting a trend line in, I mean, it could be through the wick, it could be through the body, you know, so I kind of get messed up on trend lines myself. That's why I don't trade them. Again, thank you all for being here. I know, like PJ Monkey, you and I talked yesterday. Rio Trader, you're typically here every day. Run on the Banks, thank you. Spy 450, Taquito is always here. Love you, man. You know, looks like we got a few new people that aren't typically in here, so that's awesome. Pete SS77, Mello's my man, Giovanni, Charting Queen. So again, thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. Trend lines are less reliable, but they are not too subjective, just a little bit. Yeah, again, I have problems with it myself, so maybe that's just me. But I guess find what you're good at and stick to it, right? Man, make you blush, Mello. You know, you were one of the first ones, I think, when I really started being here every day, that you like reached out and, you know, we kind of talked a little bit. So that was really nice of you, man. And look, 7 months later. 7 months later. A lot of learning, a lot of losing money, that's for sure. You know, I swear, every time I start focusing in on making money is when I lose money. No, like, always. Just, you know, as I'm learning, just work on the execution of your trade. See what I mean, though, on Tesla, you guys? Orange line held up. We closed above it. Now we're getting that reversal. Again, for those that are just watching, it's like, well, why didn't you trade that? I know, like, I talked to my wife about that too. Like, well, why didn't you trade that? Well, A, it's not fully predictable. You know, yes, I can make a call like that, but A, does it follow a strat? No, okay. You know, yes, I do see those lines, even if it was a very quick scalp, I guess. Maybe that's something I can start trying to do. You know, enter here. If it drops below, you know, get out really fast, make it a tight stop loss, but try and do a quick scalp. Okay. You know, but I'd be looking for Tesla to come back up to the purple line and then make a reversal from there. So let's see what happens there. And actually, we have kind of this key level right here, kind of building up on the 3 minute, you guys. Let's see where we're at here. I don't want to miss this, but this is actually interessante. We take a little bit here and then take a little bit back up here. SPY is staying above that red line too. Got to make a decision, John. What do we want to do? Yeah, I don't want to foam, but I see this line on 3 minute. Hit once, hit twice, hitting 3 times. We've closed below. Let's watch this 5 minute. If this 5 minute closes below. Okay, look at that. See, we just broke on the 5 minute now. We're 3 seconds in. Now this purple line again would be interesting for a short. But does that follow my strat? No, it doesn't. It doesn't follow a strat. So got to stay out. We're going to be disciplined today. No stupid trades to Keto because we want to trade. I blame all of that on you, 100%. You controlled my mouse. You screwed it up. You know I'm playing. You know I'm playing. Somebody find me a shooting star or a hammer, would you? Shooting star or a hammer on the 30-minute. The 30-minute, we got 10 minutes. So Tesla, and I'm bouncing all over the place, you guys, but I'm trying to find the right move. Look at Tesla. See, if we would have taken that here, but the reason I didn't take it was the 5-minute we closed above that line. Now we're coming up to the purple line. So now the question is, okay, do we want to take a quick short, you know, and see if we can get a quick little scalp back down here, make a, you know, $1 move roughly from here. But Tesla can move super, super, super fast. And the last thing I want to do is be stuck in 300 shares on Tesla. It moves $1 on the upside, and then I just lose $300, you know. SPY is starting to crack that red line. But again, we're only 1.5 minutes in on this candle. I always wait for a 5-minute candle confirmation. Let's do a quick scan, you guys. Anything else that's worthy? Let me know if you guys see anything. Again, you guys know I like large cap plays. But actually, as I say that, I was looking at some of my smaller cap plays, and there were some pretty good moves in there. It's just they move so damn slow. Is that a positive or a negative? I'm not quite sure. Again, Tesla is breaking over that prior high a day, guys. See, that's why I don't just jump in. It's back up to 216. I am watching it on the side here. Microsoft gave us the waterfall trade on the 3-minute, but I don't trade that on the 3-minute. I trade that on the 5, but solid, and it's before 10 o'clock, so two things void out that trade. Gonna look over. So here's Meta coming back down to this red line. And this is why I like catching the first move. We're right back down to 372. But we went from 372 to 374 already. We missed that first initial move. And SPY is dropping below that red line now. So you can see everything else is kind of fading with the SPY. Tesla, if we can get a close below this purple line on this 5-minute, I would like that. That would show weakness still. This candle's closing right now on the 3-minute. See, okay, we got 9 seconds on this 3-minute candle, you guys. Look at that. This is why we do not just jump in. That's exactly why. Look at that. Tesla's been going against the grain of everything else, I swear. Completely against the grain. Now look at, though, Tesla bounced off this orange line. Remember I was saying that just a few minutes ago? Literally said that a few moments ago. That orange line. I had it in the wrong spot before. I kind of had it up here, so I looked back and kind of adjusted that. Now this 5-minute closes in 30 seconds. So let's see where this one closes. Again, SPY is below a red line that I have in there as a key level. So something to watch as we look at other stocks. I'm focused on Tesla right now. Okay, nothing to trade on Tesla right now, you guys. So let's Meta. Meta is holding up at this red line here, but we're also below VWAP. SPY is dumping, so I again want to be careful there. We're gonna stay patient. Still, stay patient. I wish my face is still kind of cut off here over on this side. I'll have to work on my green screen a little bit more. And there's Meta. This candle, well, that's a 3 minute. So this is, we stayed above, but here's this 5 minute. I'm checking my SPY chart, see if there's anything that I may have missed as far as a level goes. Okay, but see what I mean where this candle stayed above that red line? Shooting star on the 5 minute is not worth something. It is worth something if you get a second candle confirmation. So where do you see a shooting star, or you're just asking in general? Because like if a shooting star forms right here in the middle of the chart, it's nothing. I always need it to break highs. Whopping $27 profit after all that. See if we can find something else. Reversal on the downside if we hit this red line and come back down, but I've got my win for the day. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Did I explain that trade well enough as far as why I got in? Did you guys get that? Because that's what I want to help with, right? Like, I don't want to sit here and just show like wins and losses and stuff. Like, I want to. Again, I'm not a huge professional at this, but I want to teach you what I'm seeing, you know, and why I'm making a trade and stuff like that. But again, I love shooting stars and hammers on 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it's not a mini. I fucked up on Apple. Again, excuse my language again. Gosh dang it, I got to watch that because I'm live on. Look at Apple, though, you guys. Look at Apple. Did I not nail Apple, too? It's just I lost patience with it. Look at this. That was the entry on Apple at 187.25. We're now at 188.28. I was in 600 shares, so ouch. That was $600 profit, but thank goodness I went over to AMD and I saw that one really fast. I was questioning it though because I was like, okay, I don't want to just jump in and trade right after I lost it, but I was like, John, does this trade make sense though? Okay, yes, it makes sense. Okay, jump in. So again, I'll remember this for next time. Again, I keep saying that, like, wait for these 5 minute closes, but that 5 minute close again, we just kept hitting it. Yeah, man, it's, dude, I'll tell you what, Taquito, it is fueling my confidence. I mean, it's really cool to be in here live with you guys and you get to actually see the call. So it's not like I get to go back to my wife and like, man, I made this great call and this is what happened, you know, like, nah, man, I'm on video now talking about this stuff, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, going back really fast though, yep, I sold my house, took all the equity out of that. I've put it into the stock market as well as, you know, some other things and just, you know, riding this out. I started out though with, what did I start with? 40 grand? Maybe 42 because I kind of put in a little bit more throughout the way. And I mean, I got down to 24,000. So I'm lucky that I didn't blow up an account. You know what I mean? I got really lucky not blowing up an account, but I definitely got really, really, really close to where it's like, okay, no, you need to figure this out. And I had that moment, I think most traders will say that, where I'm like, I was just second guessing myself. I was questioning everything. I'm like, man, can I do this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sacrificing everything to do this. Can I do this? And then I was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I mentioned this before. I watched Scarface Trades. Really, really good teacher. I like Scarface Trades a lot. I was watching Humbled Trader. She's one of my favorites as well. I think those are the main two. I mean, obviously I'm here with Deck, so I watch a lot of Deck stuff. But those are my main two on YouTube. And I found someone else. I don't remember who it was. It was just some arbitrary person. I put in there, I searched in YouTube reversal trading strategies is what I put in there. And look at AMD. What I say on AMD right here. Red line or here. Look at that. Hit that reversing on down. And that's because of the 30 minute and the 1 hour. But Anyway, so I typed in YouTube reversal trading strategies, and I found two people that I was like, I was starting to really focus on reversals. And I found two people, and I took some of what he did, and I took some of what he did, and I added what I was doing, and I back tested the crap out of that, which is what made me come up with my 5200 strategy, by the way. That's where that came from. And then that just really, that kind of sparked me again. And that's where I truly learned how to back test, what that meant to really back test. That's where I truly learned what having a strategy was all about, because I just kept trading everything I saw. Well, no, this has an uptrend, it's breaking, I'm going to trade this, or this is doing this, I'm going to do that. And I was just trading everything. Versus now, I have a very set rules in place for things. Of course, I still break them from time to time, but I have some very set rules that I follow to help with my probabilities and stuff. I think right now, my main things that I need to work on, and I'm going to write it down here, is managing my risk again. I need to stop just picking arbitrary numbers. Arbitrary, I don't even know how to spell that word. Arbitrary numbers. I got to stop doing that. So I do need to calculate my risk and not go over, because that's been one of my biggest things. I've taken my losses of like $400, $600 this month. I should have never even let it get to that point, you know. Taquito, PJ Monkey. I know PJ Monkey, you just started kind of watching, but for those of you that have been in here with me, let me ask you guys a question. If you were to tell me right now, what is one thing you think I'm doing well, and what's one thing you think I need to focus on working on? I'm curious to hear what you guys say on that. One thing you think I'm doing well on, and one thing you think I can work on getting better at. I know Taquito and PJ Mike, you guys are the main ones that talk in here, but I know I got some people in the background here. And you guys let me know when I should go over that strat again. I want to get people in here, though. I want to get people in here watching it. I know everyone's over at frickin' Dex Lobby. I get it. You have what it takes. That's why I'm here pushing you around sometimes. No, I appreciate it, Taquito. Seriously, I appreciate you. Your research strategies and reasoning is superb. Your fear wall in the trade is the main thing you need to figure out. 100%. Yep, 100% agree with that. I think emotions is the hardest thing in trading that I didn't think it would. I still remember I told my wife, I'm like, okay, I'm going from paper trading to real trading. She goes, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. She goes, do you have your emotions in check? I was like, emotions are fine. I don't need to worry about emotions. Holy crap, was I wrong. Such an idiot. And you can also use research strategies and reasoning for that as well. Go for it both on the entry before the trade, while in the trade for exiting and everything. Yep. From what I've seen, you are a patient trader. I like that. I need to do much better on that. I'm getting more patient on my entries, Cousin Greg, and I really appreciate that. I'm getting more patient on my entries. Still working on my patient on my exits. I did really good there on the AMD one, I think. You know, nice scale out. I was patient there. But I learned to be more patient on that one just because the Apple trade as well that I messed up on. I messed up on that Apple trade, and I should have been more patient because I've said this before. When I base a trade off of a 30-minute, I need to stay in because of a 30-minute. When I base it off a 1 hour, I need to stay in for the 1 hour. But look at Apple. One minute for me. Oh, it's a shame. Yeah, you're right. And I record everything, and I do go back and I watch it. Start researching for signals to keep your trades or not keep your trades. Yes, I think that's a good call, Taquito. You know, I'm a, what's it called? Price, oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Not price movement. What's the word I'm looking for? Anybody help me out here? Why am I drawing a blank? Price action. I'm definitely more of a price action trader. I think price action with candlestick confirmation, I think, is what I would say my main trading strat is, other than my set rules. But yeah, price action, yeah. But hold on though, back to Apple really fast. So remember what I said? Okay, we had a struggle breaking this green line, right? We finally broke the green line. So I should have known better that we could have re-entered. I had this red line right here. That would have been a great re-entry. We could have re-entered this trade back at this red line. And look, we hit it 1-2 times. Right? And none would have been the wiser. Yeah, okay, my entry was down here, but now we had better confirmation that we were breaking to the upside. We could have re-entered this here at 187.35, right? And that was at 10:45, but this candle had closed. We were on this candle right here. None would have been the wiser. Cousin Greg, the smallest cap stocks I trade, I'll actually bring them up over here. I have a watch list that I call I've got my over $100 share stocks and my under 100. So I'll bring those over here. I watch RIVN. So that's one of them, which look at this dump. So same thing. I'll study these like crazy. You get here, so you get the break on the 30-minute. Let's find a retest level here. Find a retest level and back on down. So RIVN. I don't really watch. I need to take this one off my watch list. I really don't want Pfizer, to be honest with you. Took that off. INTC I watch. So INTC. Again, you can see like this line I had in here. Look at this freaking line I had in here for, I don't know when I put it in there. But look at this damn thing. Hit that red line. Snapchat. PayPal. Baba. But no, I don't trade like $5 shares or anything like that. No way, Taquito. Hey, I am listening to you on the time frame, but I'm glad you're taking something away from my time frame. Though he gets great at large caps, there's no real reason to. Yeah, if I saw somebody say that, like, well, I think Jay trades too. Like, he only trades SPX, right? SPY and SPX. Like, there's a bunch of traders I watch that, like, I only trade one stock, right? And if you can learn that one stock like the back of your hand, do you really need anything else? I mean, if you learn that stock, like literally, if I were just to sit here, and my main ones that I've been focusing on are Tesla, Meta, NVDA, are my main three I've been focused on. But I still obviously have Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, those ones. I made good money on Microsoft this week. But if you could just focus in on some main plays and just learn it like the back of your hand, you're really confident on it. Long-term play, hold, watch ARDX. I've followed and been in for years, since 60 cents. This is an investment trade. Let me look. ARDX. You've been in that since 60 cents, PJ? 60 cents? Can I ask, how many shares are you in this thing? I gotta look at the daily. Well, I mean, you've been in this for a hot minute, because, I mean, the low of the year is back here at 268. What's the 3-year? Holy crap. Wait, legit? You've been in this since 60 cents? So, almost 2 years? How much do you have invested? I'm very curious now. That's a hell of a... Gee. Well, look at this spike, or the drop. So you had a huge gap to fill. Here's the interesting thing. We're right back to that high. Look at that. We're right back to that high, and we're having a drop today. I love stocks for that. Find a pattern. Find things that make sense to you. Find something that gives you confidence and trade it. But see, like, let's put it this way, though. I would not have traded this, because you can't just trade like, oh, it hit the high, now it's going to bounce. I wait for closes. What is this? ARDX? What company is this? ARDX stock. What is it? Ardalex? Drop some knowledge on me, PJ. First stock I bought when I started trading, I got a 2-year crash course on bios and the FDA and how AdComs got, etc. So yeah, drop some knowledge on me. What the heck is this? What kind of company is this? What's the sector? I see health. Is it healthcare? What did I say, guys? What the did I say? Where did this just hit on AMD? What did I say? 164.20. Look at this red line. Pharmaceutical, yeah. Look at that red line, though. Sorry, I got to take this 9 EMA off. I hate that. Sorry. Dude. I don't like to muddy up my charts. Look at the red line. You guys want to know where I got that from, too? Hold on. I don't want the weekly. Jesus. So I was looking right here. That's where I put that red line in. Was because of that. Right, and look at that. Touched on the nose. But here's the thing. I already made my trade. So I don't want to just jump in it, you know. But look at that. Just hit that red line. And bounced off it. It's just so cool to see. When I am putting in lines like this and it is doing it, talk about a confidence booster. You know what I mean? Just makes it so much easier as I continue to trade like this that I'm just like, yeah, I see it. I got it. Okay, let's move on. Let's go trade it. You know, I do need to get better at stopping out. You know, again, I hate being wrong, and so I don't want to stop out, but I need to get better at that. What time is it now? It's 11:30. Didn't I set an alarm? Did my alarm not go off? I could have swore I set an alarm, guys. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I set it for 11 a.m. my time, not Eastern time. My bad. My bad. Oh, 1 second. Is Dex still live? Is this a live lesson? Okay, so he's getting off right now. Hey, would you guys do me a favor? Go over to Dex lobby and tell him to come over for a lesson. I'm going to go over my strategy. Would you guys do that for me? I want to get some people over here. Can you do that, PJ? Can you do that, Keto? I think AK's off. I think Deck is now taking a break. Let's see. I'm checking AK's lobby too. Yeah, AK's not on. Deck's not on. You guys go. Let's get some people over here. Let me go in there too. Get some people over here. Come on. And then we're gonna review this strat again. My green screen okay? Hey Steve, thank you, buddy. I'm just typing in Dex lobby too. Thanks, Ski. I appreciate that. So everyone that's in here right now, hang tight for just a minute. I'm hoping we can get a bunch of people over here. PJ Monkey posting there for me. Right on, PJ. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, let's get some people over here. Let's learn. Let's learn. Let's learn. All right, we got 22 people in here, 23. Come on, let's get this up to at least 30 people in here. I love teaching this strat to people. So we'll look at, I'm going to look at NVDA and I'm going to look at META from yesterday, you guys, and I'll show you exactly what I was looking for, and where you should have entered, where you get out for profit taking. This, again, I love this trade because it's such huge risk reward. 26 people. Let's get up to 30. Come on, everybody. Let's get some people in here. I mean, again, deck's off, AK's off. What better time to learn, right? So, well, let's look over on NVDA from yesterday. Okay, so I've got this kind of highlighted already. So, we look at, everybody ready? Hold on, before I start, everybody give me let's do a fire symbol or something. Give me some kind of emoji. Let me know you're in here. Let's get going here. Let's have some fun, learn, because that's what it's about for all us rookie traders, right? We just want to learn and get better every single day. That's all we can do. Whether we make money or not make money, we got to get better every single day, right? So, J. Dre, welcome. I need to make sure, because again, I've said this before, no offense to anyone. In Dex Lobby, there were so many people chatting. I went and muted just a whole bunch of people, like literally 200 people. And so now as I've got my lobby now, I'm like having to unmute people. So again, I apologize. I'm unmuting a whole bunch of you guys right now. Think I'm getting everyone. Whew. Yes. Sean Worley, welcome, man. I know you got your channel too. Thanks for coming over. All right, we got 25. We got 25. Okay, let's go with this, okay? All right, so first of all, I call this strat my 50-200, 50 over 200, okay? So this is what I call it. The reason I call it that is because this trade is based off the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, okay? What's up, Sean? So first off, 30-minute time frame. So we're looking for stocks with the 50 over the 200 or the 50 under the 200, okay? But in this instance, in NVDA yesterday, we had the 50 over the 200, which means we're on an uptrend. Okay? If it's reversed, then we're on a downtrend. And now we're looking for the stock to drop below the low of the day, and we wait for a reversal candle. So for me, a reversal candle is a hammer. So look over here on the 5-minute. So we dropped below the low of, the prior low of the day, which is signified with this blue line here for me, okay? We drop below it with a hammer candle. Let's back up here, because I know we know what happened, but so we've got our hammer candle. So what's really cool about this strategy too is you can slow down and process how many shares you want to get to manage your risk. You can know where you want your entry without feeling like you got to FOMO into the trade. So you're able to take your time and set yourself up on this, okay? So right here, this is on a 5-minute chart, by the way, you guys. I trade this on a 5-minute chart and a 30-minute chart are the two I base this off of, okay? So we get a hammer candle. The next candle needs to be a confirmation in the direction we want to go. So in this instance, we're looking for the reversal up, okay? So my next candle is green. We're good to go on this trade, okay? Again, 50 over the 200. We drop below prior low a day. We got a hammer candle and a green candle confirmation. Is everybody with me so far? I know there's quite a few rules to this, but I promise you it's well worth it, okay? And truly, if you guys want, well, I don't want that. Hold on. I was like, I have a full printout of all the rules on this that I can go over if you guys want to. But so we'll stay here, but if you want that, I can email it to you. So hammer, second candle confirmation. Now my entry on this, whoa, that's way too. My entry on this, if you hover over this candle, is $550.30 because that's the high of that hammer candle. Okay, so $550.30. Outside of me, now I'll be honest with you, for those people that are in here, I missed this trade yesterday, and here's why. Other than the fact that I'm an idiot, I got greedy. Okay, so something else I've been trying to do is just take profits and entries at whole numbers. So I put my entry on this at $550.01 yesterday. I put an entry at $550.01. I'm an idiot. I went against my own strategy, knowing with all the back testing I've done on this, knowing that my entry needed to be at the high of this candle at $550.30. So this just shows you how minute the details are on this trading strategy, okay? I have everything to this trading strategy down to the minute detail, okay? Hammer candle, green candle, second candle confirmation, re-entry back to the high of this hammer. Now, something I did back test on this too, it does not have to be this hammer that you enter in. It could be a hammer an hour later that you can still enter in on and go long, okay? So I did leave an entry in here for quite a while. I just never got it. And the one thing I was proud of myself on this trade is I didn't go chasing it, because you don't ever know, right? The trade can still go against you. This has about a 65% win rate on it. Let me show you really fast. This is my trading journal. I've created this as well. So if anybody wants this, I'm happy to send this to you too. Okay, I've back tested this numerous times, so this is just one of the times I back tested it. Up here is my profit and losses. Can you guys all see that? So not only did I back test to see if it worked, and this was all off a $100 risk, but I back tested to figure out where the best place was for profit taking. Do I do like a normal profit target, a trailing stop loss, half? Best profit target that I like is just previous day high and low. There's a trailing stop loss one, but this one, you could see the return on it was a 36-1. This one's about a 23-1. Okay. Everyone here should like to have a 23-1 return on their risk, right? Yeah, happy to give it to you guys. Actually, right after this lesson, I'll post it in here, okay? So, and I put everything in here with all my trades, and it keeps track of everything, right? So, again, now that we entered this, guess what? Guess where our profit taking is on this? You kind of heard me just say it. Let me back up here. Our profit taking for this trade is at this purple line. So whatever day I enter this trade, right, our profit target is back at the prior day high. So in this instance, profit taking is at $568. Okay. And the other thing about this, though, pre-market and aftermarket don't matter anything. So whatever this stock is at first thing in the morning, so this example, this stock opened up at $572. I would have taken profits at $572.70, whatever it opened up at. I would have taken profits there, and I would have moved on with my life. So that is a $22 move on this trade. Isn't that amazing? It's just, and again, this didn't just happen here. And really fast before I go away, stop loss on this, I put stop loss at the close of a candle below this wick. But because this is right at stop loss and I'm starting to trade bodies, I was going to put my stop loss at a closed body below these bodies. I would have stopped out of this. So I was only risking about $100. Let me show you META. Let me show you META. This is literally, this happened at the exact same time. META yesterday. Ooh, that was a big jump. And you guys follow along with me on your charts if you want. But let's look at the 30 first, right? So yesterday, the 50 was over the 200, right? So we're looking here. 50 is over the 200, which again means we're on an uptrend, right? So now intraday, again backing up here, we got our hammer candle because we're below the previous low a day. It's funny, that was for another trade. Remove that. But we're at a hammer candle. We get a second candle confirmation with an entry back at the high of this candle. Unfortunately for this stock, we did not get my entry, but you can see what happened. Now again, profit target is at previous day high on this trade. And we just hit it right there at that red line. Do you guys see that? So that was from 360 to 372. 12-1 return ratio there. You know what I mean? Just nuts. It's my favorite trade. Now the thing is with this trade though is because it's very specific on those rules, sometimes it does take a bit to find it. to locate that strategy. So I actually have, let me move this over here as well. 1 second, guys. Before I do that, let me make sure I've got, I don't want you guys seeing all that. Oh, I had macro wrist thing. Let's get out of there. Okay. Right here. These are my watch list. So over here, I've got a bullish 5200 and a bearish 5200. So depending on where that 50 is, under or over. So now these scanners, I've set up myself using ThinkScript on Thinkorswim, and so it'll scan for me automatically. Now every now and again, it is inaccurate. I'll be honest. I haven't figured out how, but here we go. So here's Boeing. Okay, so Boeing, our 50 is under the 200. Okay, and so now we're looking for a hammer candle on the 5 minute. Okay, I'm sorry, not a hammer. I'm so sorry, a shooting star. So when we're going down, we want a shooting star. It's only shooting stars and hammers. Okay, so here we're looking for a shooting star. And you can see, so high a day. So now I'd be looking for a shooting star body above that. Okay, we don't get anything. Okay, now we break. Now we're looking for above that. Okay, no shooting star. Okay, now we're looking for a shooting star. Well, I mean, it might form here, for example. But now we're looking for a shooting star above this body. Okay, so now BA, I'll put over here, I'll put BA now on my watch list for something that I'm really looking at. And you can also see on my watch list, I have bearish. Or it'll say bullish, but a lot of things are bearish right now, and that matches up with my 5200. So it's all just think scripts that I've put in there. Zoom out a little bit on the charts. Sorry, my bad. And let me scoot that back over because I'm talking about my wow, where am I at? I'm talking about my watch list right now, but there we go. And my bad. Yep, I was talking about Boeing there. So Boeing, again, this is on my watch list now for meeting that criteria. So the 50 is under the 200 here. Orange is 200, blue is 50, so it's under, which means we're on a downtrend. We needed to break previous high a day. Now we're looking for a shooting star. So I'm going to watch now Boeing for the rest of the day. In this instance, we just got a closed candle on this 5 minute. I'm going to put an alert. In case I'm watching something else, I'm going to put an alert up here. At or above. And so now it'll just alert me if I get up there and I can come back to watch it. You know? So, any questions on that? Trying to think if there's anything else I forgot about explaining that strat. Yes, do not trade it before 10 a.m. Eastern time. And don't trade it after 2 p.m. Eastern time. Again, you want to talk about minute details. Those are minute details. Again, all this, I spent countless hours back testing this. So I promise you, it's all for very specific reasons. Share. I'm getting my trading journal here for you guys if you guys want it. A lighten round. Yes, let's do a lighten round. Well, look at here on BA really fast. That would be crazy if we got it live right now. Thanks, Taquito. I appreciate you. You guys, let's hold on. When did this open? 11:45. I'm watching for a shooting star now on this candle, by the way, you guys. So shortened. There's a shooting star on META now on the 5 minute, correct? Let me look, and then I'll come back over. And again, the cool thing about this strat, because I wait for candle closes on the 5 minutes, then I have time to kind of prep. Sounds good, Sean. 5 minute, I do not categorize that as a shooting star. I know that sounds weird. Let me go back. So to me, I want this body a little bit more above this body. And I want that wick to be about 65 to 70% more of the body. So again, that's my characteristics. You guys can get your own characteristics if you want, but that's mine. I like the wick to be about 65 to 70%. Now I'll say this, we're coming up on a 30 minute on META. That would be a shooting star in my opinion. So I'm going to pay attention to META now to see where that that closes. And you can see the 5200 starting to cross on the 30-minute here too, so that's something to be aware of. But let's go back to Boeing really fast. Okay, so this right here is not a shooting star either. I want a shooting star, a clear shooting star, so that's nothing. NVDA. Okay, guys, so I'm going to try and simplify this, I'm sorry. So look at the 30-minute chart and determine where the 50 MA is to the 200 MA. If 50 is over 200, it's bullish. If 50 is under 200, it's bearish. That's step one. You guys got that? So that's step one, Sean. That's to simplify it. Second part of it, we need that stock to drop below prior high a day or above prior high a day or below prior low a day. Okay? So again, if we're on an uptrend, we want it to drop below prior low because we're going to get our best entry possible. If the 50 is under the 200, we want it to break prior high a day to get our best entry possible for the continuation to the downside. Okay? Does that make sense again so far? I use MAs. Let's see here. SMAs. Simple moving averages. Yep, good question. Thank you. I just say moving averages, but you're right. Simple moving averages. So 50 and 200. So then, now again, if we're looking for it to, I guess, reverse continue to the downside, we're looking for shooting stars. And to the upside, we're looking for hammers. Those are the only two candles I trade. I've tried engulfing candles. I've tried different ones. Only shooting stars and only hammers. Okay? So that's, I guess, the third part of that. The fourth part is you need to get a second candle confirmation. So like on NVDA, we need a second candle here, confirmation to the upside. Same thing on the downside, second candle confirmation in red to the downside. Then you enter at the top of the hammer for long or at the bottom of the shooting star for a short. And then you literally ride that all the way down or up to the prior high a day or low a day, depending on what direction you're going. Did I simplify that as much as possible? Again, I know there's a lot of rules to that, but I promise you it's worth every second of learning it. Let's see if I don't think this will post in here. Let me do something really fast for you guys. Done. I'm going to make a new... One second here. My wife is home. Hi, wife.
Hi, husband.
One second, guys. Can I do... You know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a tab on here. There we go. This here, you guys, I just put all my instructions for that trade inside that Google spreadsheet on a separate tab. Okay? It's got every single rule for it in there. Okay. So on 30-minute chart, yes. 50, 20, yep, depending on up or over. Yep, 50 above bull, 50 below bearish. Yep. Bull open, above high, bear, prior low day. So bear we want it to break previous high a day. Bullish, we want it to break previous low a day. Shooting stars or hammers. Confirmation, second candle confirmation is what I call it. Yep, green for hammer, red for shooting star. And then you enter at the high of the hammer or the low of the shooting star. Yep. And again, I posted all of it in that doc sheet too. It's a full like typed out rules to it. Like literally, it's a lot, but long trades, short trades, and other criteria for it. So literally everything is right here. I guess I put here 60% win rate. I mean, I have this truly up to a 40 to 1. That's probably a little bit high for there, but you can see here If you do a trailing stop loss over previous high a day or low a day, if you do a trailing stop loss, it produced a 36-1 risk reward. But I like the high or low a day, just simply take profits there. It's a 23-1. We all okay with the 23-1 risk reward? I am. I'm hell okay with the 23-1 risk reward. I'll be honest though, I missed that NVDA trade yesterday, and for those of you that were live with me, like I literally wanted to cry because I missed it by 24 cents. But more importantly, I was pissed off at myself because I knew where my entry needed to be on it. I just got greedy trying to pick up every last cent on it, you know? But I like thinking back on it as I, you know, processed it. I'm like, you moron, you knew this was an $18 move. Like, what is giving up an extra 30 cents, you frickin' moron? I was hard on myself. Sorry, as my wife always says, be nice to my friend. I'm not allowed to call myself a moron.
That's right.
Yeah, see, she just yelled at me. Anyways, do you guys like that trade? Yeah, you can swing these. Like, I know I looked at one a while back, like, it hit it in the same day. So, I mean, if it hits it same day, awesome. I would say 50-50. I would say 50-50, it's a swing. I've had some of these last 2 days, you know, but it seems like it always hits it. Because if you think about the logic behind it, the 50 is over the 200 on the 30-minute, which shows we're on an uptrend. So if we do a quick drop below the prior low a day, again, we're on an uptrend, so we should continue to break the highs, right? So it all makes sense. You're welcome, Jay Dre. I appreciate you guys being here, seriously. I really, really appreciate it, you know, as I'm excited to be trading with you guys, and I hope, you know, you guys are liking some of the things that I'm doing here on my stream. So, yeah, I kind of stopped watching some things, so really fast. Let's go back to Meta. So look at no shooting star on Meta. Well, again, we still got 6 minutes on this close. So one thing with my trading, though, everything is based off candle closes for me. Everything is based off candle closes. I look at the 5-minute, 30, and 1 hour. So if you guys weren't here for me earlier, I did make $380 on AMD today. Yes, this is exclusively... Oh, no, my only one? No, sorry, not my only one. AMD earlier. Holy crap, though. Taquito, you were in here, and JP Monkey... Hold on, I traded AMD short based off this shooting star here. This was kind of questionable shooting star doji, but I really liked it. So I entered in at this yellow line here on AMD. I did 300 shares, and I rode this down. We scaled out very nicely, got $380 in profits, but I set it right here. I was like, okay, you guys, you know, this might pop back up to this red line, and then we get the continuation. And again, all of that for me was based off the 30 and 1 hour. And look at that. We hit that red line at 164.24, and look where we're at now. Look at that. Another $1.25 move on that. So that would have been a great place to re-enter. Taquito, I called that one, right? Look at that. And, you know, I've only been trading, for those of you that are new watching me, I've only been trading full time for 7 months, okay? And so I've really been putting a lot of work over the last 7 months, but only 7 months. And when I first started, I thought I had to trade everything off the 1 minute, you know, because I wanted to get the best entry. And now that I've been doing this for a little bit, I have really learned that I love trading larger time frames, 30 minute, 1 hour, because it gives you really strong confirmation. Again, if you find the right candle, I will trade like engulfing candles on 30 and 1 hour, shooting stars. You know, like again here, shooting star, close, and look at, we're still closing strong. If I were to guess, AMD by the end of the day, we're probably going to hit prior day high, this purple line. So I have it automatically on my charts here. If you go to my studies, daily high and low, 1 and -1. So it automatically puts it on there for me every single day in purple and blue. You could sell at the bottom of your play and re-enter at the bounce. Take that into consideration. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I called this out at this red line. So, I mean, I scaled out nicely. I could have re-entered here, but I was like, you know what? I made $380. Do I really want to go back to the well? You know, and again, it can work out sometimes and not others. But even here, let's say we didn't make that trade on AMD earlier, and I'll show you my Apple trade earlier too. You see we got this break on this candle right here. Now you need to find the retest level. So retest level could have been at the bottom of these candles. I set this red line because you hit 1-2 times there, which, I mean, I nailed. And then continue on the downside. Okay. Apple. I was in Apple this morning. For those of you, again, just starting to watch here. I was in Apple this morning long. And here's the reason I did that. Again, I did this based off a 30-minute. So again, I made a mistake here. It's what rookies do. I made a mistake. But I traded this long because of the close of the 30-minute and the close of the 1 hour. You can see we closed above these two candles on the 1 hour and closed above these candles on the 30-minute. That to me signifies long. Okay? So now we just need to find our re-entry. Unfortunately, again, NVDA kind of messed me up a little bit, so I took my entry higher than I needed to. And I didn't scale in as well as I should have. But right here at the top of these candles, great re-entry, which we hit. And then continue to the upside. If I would have re-entered if I would have entered this in a proper way, I don't think I would have been as scared out on this. But right here on the 5-minute, I ended up getting out because we hit this green line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And so I literally got out on this candle right here. I was in this for over 30 minutes. I got out of this candle, and it wasn't 1 minute later that we skyrocketed above, well, not skyrocketed, but we burst through this green line. Now, what I've been telling myself too, though, is, okay, forget that I just made that trade. Brand new trade. This is a brand new trade, right? If we broke above this now, you still got confirmation of the upside. So now let's find our retest level for the continuation. So retest level would have been right back down to this red line that I had in here. And you can see we hit it right there, the red line. Hit the red line again there. And now we continued on the upside. Right? And you can see that on the 30-minute candles and the 1 hour. Look at that. And all this is just based off. So, Sean, you asked me my strategies. I have 3 strategies. Candle closes, like this. Find a candle close retest. I have my 5200. And then I have something called my waterfall. So my waterfall, I can show you some examples on that. These are old examples, so I don't know how they really hold up now. But waterfall, 1, 2, 3 green candles, huge red candle. It's like you're climbing a mountain is what I call it. And then you have a big red candle like it's a waterfall falling off the side of the mountain. I wouldn't say, now that I'm kind of perfected this a little bit, I don't say perfected, but I would say these aren't the best examples. Because I like these green candles to get smaller and smaller as they're coming up here. Yeah, these are old. These are back from August, so... But you can see each time, 3 candles, red candle drop. Again, I don't really like these. I need to review these. 1, 2, 3, huge drop. And I typically take this profit down to VWAP. If we're above VWAP, I'll take profit to VWAP. Right here, you can see 2, 1, 2, 3, big drop. And you know what's funny right here? We actually got my 50-20 on this too on Microsoft this day. This was 11.16 on Microsoft. Look at this. Below prior low a day, we got hammer candles, green candle confirmation, retest at this level, continuation. We hit this. So this had both my waterfall and 5200 in a day right there. So I have 3 main strategies. 3 main strategies that I look for. All right, Dex said SPY is cracking right now, you guys. I'm looking. Got kind of an uptrend though on SPY. From what I'm looking at on the 5-minute at least. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, hey, would you test it out too? Would you back test it a little bit? See if you can kind of see what I'm doing there? Hey, maybe it's something you adapt. I do prefer the larger caps. I don't like trend lines, but I'm still going to draw one in there. I prefer the larger caps, but I was showing it earlier. Like, I have some smaller cap stocks that I do kind of follow, like RIVN, I've back tested those too. It does work on those smaller cap plays. It's just right now I'm trying to focus so much on those larger caps to learn them. Hey, look at Baba, you guys. This gave me my waterfall. 1, 2, 3 at a minimum. Huge red. Retest on VWAP is where I would have entered. When you're below VWAP, I enter at VWAP. When I'm below VWAP, I find an entry right about here for re-entry. But look at that. Huge waterfall. VWAP retest, bring it back down. That would have been a great trade. That's my waterfall trade. There's a great example right there. 1, 2, 3, drop. Climbing a mountain, waterfall dropping off the side of it. So, and I've back tested all 3 of those. An extensive amount of months on all of these to back test them. And it's cool because I trade them all off the 5-minute. So because they're on a 5-minute, I can go back really far and back test it. And I'll just sit here. And I'll literally pick a stock and I'll go all the way back and I'll just kind of play it bar by bar and see if I can find that strat, find some pattern with it. And that's how I've back tested it. So anyone that's in here that's like a newish or trader, like me, I would highly suggest find a strategy that you like, and back test the crap out of it. And then it adds so much more confidence to your trading. I know that's what it's done for me. So I'm not successful on the long side overall. I am, though, shorting all small caps. But I like that U20 50M trade seems like you can size in and swing for lower risk. I have gotten so beat up. Yeah, I honestly I still am scared of swinging. So if you're scared of swinging on this trade strategy, literally just get out at the close of the day. You're still going to be profitable. Even if you just got out at close of the day on this trade strategy, you're still money. I mean, again, go back to NVDA. If you didn't want to swing that, or go back to META. If you didn't want to swing that, you still would have been out at $560 from $550. You're still up $10. Wait, META has a waterfall? Give it to me, baby. No, that's not a waterfall. I see what you're saying, but it's not a true waterfall. I mean, everything is dumping right now, so that's something. But like, I want 3 green candles. I want strong 3 green candles minimum with a huge drop off. But I do see what you're saying, where it's a huge dump, absolutely. But I wouldn't trade this with confidence because it doesn't fully fit all my rules. And that's something that I've been really proud of as a new trader, that I finally have come up with a very strict set of rules that I can follow. And when I first started trading, I'm like, well, what does it all mean to be patient? What's it all mean to be disciplined? Do you know what I mean? And I finally realized it's like, okay, being patient and disciplined is about having a set of rules and now being able to follow those set of rules, Because when I first started, I was like, oh, I see, like right here on META. Oh, I see it dropping. Let me just jump in. And I would just kind of FOMO into everything, and I took, obviously, massive losses, you know what I mean? Because just as fast as this went down, it can go up. And I was trading this on the 1 minute, on top of it. Yes, waterfall can go to the 30-minute. You're 100% correct, Taquito. 30 minutes, anytime you're on a 30 or a 1 hour, I'm okay with really kind of jumping in. I will find something like here. I would probably jump in at 375.59, this prior high day mark right here in purple, and then I would take it short. It is, it's sort of, again, I like this large, smaller, and smaller. So I like it to get smaller and smaller as it goes up. That's my preferred waterfall. This is close-ish. I say close-ish. It's close for sure. Let me do a quick scan while you guys are with me. Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see what we got on some of these. Damn, AMD. AMD looking strong there. That was a good trade, though. Tesla. So, Tesla, this is my candle break strategy where, again, I had this orange line in here. We broke it on this candle right here on the 5-minute. We retested the orange line at 214 and continued down. I would have taken profits here at 212 though, but that's still a $2 move. So again, and I have confidence in this trade. I just missed it because I was in the AMD trade. Look at though Tesla on the 1 hour. We dropped below Tesla on the 1 hour. You can re-enter here at low a day, and look on the continuation. And that's all based off of 1 hour. So I think as new traders, we think, oh man, I don't want to trade such a large time frame. It's already made its move. No, just the larger the time frame, the better confirmation it's giving you, you know? Apple. Let's see if we can find anything, guys. SPY. So I've got my watch list. I'll literally just arrow down. Boeing, I'm going to take short here. Hold on. We got a shooting star on the 30-minute. Oh, but this 1 hour, though, I don't like. I'm torn. I like that shooting star, though. I'm going to wait. If we can get an entry back up here to 211.27, I'm going to short Boeing. I don't want to miss out on this, but I love that shooting star right here on the 30-minute. I think, man, you know what? I'm going to take 100 right here. I'm going to take 100 here. And then if we get up here, I'll take another 100. But, I mean, we got a shooting star on a 30-minute right here. I've got this, so right here, the risk is worth the reward to me. Right? The risk is worth the reward to me because I have such a large shooting star here. The only thing that I'm concerned about is this 1 hour chart. This is so green that this concerns me, but this shooting star on the 30-minute is awesome. I'll take this all day, every day. I'll take that every time. Cuts price target to Boeing to 279 from 306. That's interesting. So we had a price cut and we're having a spike. That's interesting. And you guys, if we get back up here to 211.31, so I am going to carry this quite a while. The risk is worth the reward. But if we do, I'll short another 100 up here, and then I'll put my stop loss above this. But that shooting star is way too nice to me. Looks way too nice. And our 50 is under the 200. So I'm taking this one. 30-minute and 1 hour candles, I don't need second candle confirmation. It gives you enough confirmation on a larger time frame like that. Only concern here is this 1 hour. But we just started this too, 19 minutes ago. So I'm in on this one. I like to put a yellow line at my entry, 209. 209.49. Yellow. So I'll put entry. Like to do that there. Stop loss, I am giving this some room for sure. And this is what I do to make sure I stick to my game plan. Stop loss. But I will take another entry back up here. So I'm just going to set an alert. At or above. So if I'm doing something else, then I'll know. But that's what I'll do here on this one. And again, this trade is based off the shooting star on this 30-minute. Sean, when you're streaming, you get dry mouth and stuff. I know it sounds weird, but so now what's cool too, like when I was trading before, I'd be like freaking out over this. I can go look at other stocks now. I'm not dying to watch that the whole time. And look at NVDA, right to the red line, bounce off it. Right to that red line and bounce off it. Guess what this red line is, you guys? Anybody remember what this red line is? It's where we took profit for this trade. This was Wednesday's high of day. And look where it bounced off. That's why those high of days are very strong support and resistance. Yeah, Oh, sorry. I know I saw your channel, and I haven't watched you. I just know I see your channel on that, so I wasn't sure. But look at that. This shows you guys these lines. Just draw your lines in and trade them. Now, here's the other thing, too. We're actually, we came up to this red line now. We still closed below it. So I would be watching now on this 30-minute on NVDA. If we can close below this red line on NVDA, I would damn near take this short down to 564. No, these purple lines are not high of day or low of day. This is just intraday. Yeah, that's just intraday. But again, for me, you guys watching this 30-minute on NVDA, for example, if we close below this red line, I would say we're bearish. As long as NVDA holds 568. I don't know. I'm going under 570. If it's under 570 on the 30-minute, I would short the heck out of this. Hey, seriously, for everyone that's here, I really appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot. Like, starting a new channel and streaming and stuff like that. It's really cool to, build up my own community in here. Just like AK and everybody else. Seriously, it's so much fun. Like, we know trading is lonely. I've said it before. It's really cool to kind of have people in here with us, and we get to talk. How's my Boeing trade doing? So my emotional control is getting better. Like I said, I mean, before I would be paying attention to every little movement on Boeing, but right now I'm chill on it. I'm chill on Boeing. Not really doing much. It's not a fast mover either, I can tell. Wish I would have been a little bit more patient on my entry. At least I kind of stopped myself from doing join market now. If I hit buy the market or sell the market, to me that means I'm kind of FOMOing in. And so I really want to limit that. I want to be able to have a full game plan. Like right now, I'm only down $30 right now on Boeing. Worth the risk. But I would love to come back in the future. I'm currently working and own a small business and trade on the side. I'm really just trying to test strategies and review the last few years. Like I said before, the discipline is the one rule. Cutting the loss when the trade is done. I'm still struggling with that, you guys. Like, I want to be right so much that I have to realize the strategy is not going to work 100% of the time. You got to pull the plug and take a loss, because so many times I didn't take that $200 loss, but then it turns into a $400 loss. Then you're really screwed. Or more, if you lose the majority of your trades, but discipline, you'll stay alive. Yeah, for sure. And that's where your risk reward, if your risk reward is good, you cut your losses fast. I'm still struggling with that. If you were to look at my journal, let me bring it back. So I haven't put in today's trades. But if you were to look, let me zoom in here. I'm at a 70% win rate. But I've only made less than $1,400. That's before today. So I'm up to $1,800 essentially. But look at, these are my wins and losses. And again, some of these I wouldn't count. I got out really fast type thing. But like $9, $17, $12, $10. I mean, these trades don't really count. I need to probably adjust my overall percentage to like make it not count if it's under like $30 or something, so it doesn't skew my numbers. Yes, I do have an average loss. Well, I need to do it for the total. You can see right here, these are my average wins or losses per strategy. So 3, 5, 30-minute, 1 hour, shooting star, hammer, break of previous days, my waterfall, candle closes. So again, and a bunch of these are skewed because, again, I'm taking these $20, $21. I do have my 350, 355, but look at my losses. 634, 203, 414, 227, 216. So even though I'm trading at a 70% clip, I'm not being more profitable because I've taken these losses. I mean, just between these 3 losses, that's That's $1,300. Yeah, I can create that. Let's see. Let's see, what math do I need to do here? I'll do it. I'm pretty good. Obviously, I'm pretty good with Excel sheets. I'll do it. I'll put that aside and do it for you guys, and I'll show you my total. So Boeing coming back down. Again, this was based off a 30-minute chart, so I really need to stick in this for the close of this 30-minute candle. If this thing does, I will say this, I won't go all the way to my stop loss. If this body closes above these bodies, I'm out. So I actually only have 3 minutes left on this. If it does, I'm out of this trade because this body closed above all this. It makes my trade null and void. But I've got 2.5 minutes. And whatever you do, don't close before those candles because, again, I've tried to be, get ahead of the game, as you will, and then it does crash, and it's like, gosh dang it. So I want to get this candle back down probably about 209.34-ish area. So we got a ways to go, and this is moving slow. So I would guess we're not going to get there. But it was worth it to me. I'll take that trade 100 times out of 100. I mean, what am I down? I'm down $20 right now. But I also got to be smart. Again, I did say I was a little bit concerned with this 1 hour, but a shooting star on a 30, I'll take it every single time. Yeah, Taquito, I'll do that. I'll put that together. My average win-loss altogether. I've taken $2,000 plus losses shorting small caps. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Sean. Appreciate you sincerely. I really appreciate everybody being here. It means a lot as a new trader. We lose a lot of confidence in things sometimes, So, but I really, really, really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It's a hard job that people don't realize. This isn't just coming in and gambling. We think that at first, but it takes a lot of work. I spend probably 8 to 10 hours a day studying and back testing right now. So, but you guys, we got 30 seconds on the close of this candle. Oh, come on, get down here. That would be awesome. Come on. 25 seconds, guys. We're not going to get there, I don't think, but ten seconds. This is right there, but I need to get out of this. Come on. I'm not market ordering, though. Especially with the spread. Should I market? Alright. Oh, of course now it's starting to go. You guys, I took a 2-cent loss on that one. I took $2 loss. Yeah, literally, it was a $2 loss. Okay, it might work in my direction, but my trade system is null and void now. This candle closed above the shooting star. It's gone. So don't be prideful. Get out. Okay, whatever. I could have held on a little bit more. I wouldn't have taken a loss, but it was $2. Who cares? So, anyways, I'm out. I'm out of that one. Might work in my direction. It may not, but I don't know. My predictability is gone now. You know what I mean? Once you lose predictability, get out of the trade. That's why I got out of Apple earlier, but I'm going to go back and rewatch it. Yeah. Don't be prideful. Again, Sean, really appreciate your words, man. Really do. And Taquito's one of my best followers. I really appreciate the heck out of him. And look at BA. But the thing is, it could come down and then it'll instantly reverse. I mean, if you think about my long hold strategy too, yeah, shooting star, but we also had a green candle confirmation. This is a null and void trade. So it might go in my direction. Now, here's what I would do in the past, though, is I'd be like, see, I was right. Okay, but John, was this predictable for you? I mean, look, we're at 209.28 now. You know, I was in at 209.49, and I took a loss, 209.21. So this is working. It is working now. But that candle right there did it in for me. If we closed below, I would have been money. But moving on, let's find our next one. I'm not just going to go chase it now. Don't chase plays. Doing a quick scan, see if we can find anything else. Hold on, sorry, go back to NVDA. You guys, see, I was so focused on BA, but what did I say? If we closed below, son of a... I can't go chase this, though. I think all your charts you just sorted through need 30-minute setup. 30-minute setups right here. 30-minute, 1 hour, 5-minute. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I think all charts you just sorted through need 30 minutes. Oh, well, it just opened 30 minutes, yes. But like BA, that 30-minute candle null and voided my other trade, but yes. Yes, right now I need a whole new 30 minutes. But like this candle on NVDA, it closed below this red line, so I like this short. I'm telling you right now, NVDA... I mean, here's the thing, though. Even if I entered here at 570 on the close of this, back down to 580, still $2 move. I think we're going to touch this again, if I were to guess. But, again, it's too late. I can't just enter this here at 569.22, because then if I'm wrong, this thing runs up to 571. Well, guess what? I can enter at 570 and be wrong at 571. You know what I mean? So you gotta be patient on the right entries. Thing that does suck is, again, because I was in Boeing and focused on Boeing. Hold on, AMD. Because I was focused on Boeing, I kind of missed looking at what setups were coming on the 30-minute. Trying to see if I notice anything now. And Boeing's coming down, of course it is. Man, look at AMD. Shoot, man. I called AMD right here. Look at that thing go. I'm considering AMD retest here at prior day high and continuation on the downside. I'm considering it here right now. I also don't want to mess up my day. I've done that too many times. I mean, I'm up $400 on the day. I think all of us would be happy making $400 on the day, right? So I don't want to mess that up either. The other side of me is like, well, I want to start making $1,000 a day. It's okay, baby steps. I got to keep on reminding myself that. Apple's coming back. I have way too many lines here, but Apple's coming back to that green line. NVDA, look at NVDA right to that red line, like I said. Telling you, that closed candle right there on the 30-minute told me that we're going short. Just focused on Boeing, damn it. That's one of my biggest issues too. I look at too many stocks and then I'll miss plays like NVDA just now. Amazon, waterfall on this one on the 30-minute, that's always good too. And you can always take that. And I was looking at Amazon back here, remember? Oh, look at Amazon, though. Remember I was looking at this? Here, I said re-entry here. Again, yet again, focused on something else. But look at, right to that freaking spot and dropped again. 153.14. Look at that. Look at that. See, I need to work on that. I'm looking at way too many stocks. If I just would have focused on Amazon, I would be in Amazon right now. You know, if I would have focused on NVDA, I would have already been in and out of NVDA. You know, I would have got in at the 30-minute. I would have closed out. I would have covered at that red line. Yeah, I got to work on that. I'm writing that down. I need to pick like. But the thing is, like, scares me. It's like, well, what if I pick 3 and then nothing happens and the other ones move? There's always going to be a trade. I need to just pick 3 a day, and I'm not allowed to change my charts. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 open charts here. I guess I should just pick what stocks I want and not change my left and right, and then I'll just adjust what I have in the middle. Like, that's what I need to do. So I'll look into doing that. See what I mean? Hit the red line. I would have been in and out of this already. Enter here at 570, 568.33. Enter, close. I'm out of there. $2. Microsoft too, look at big drop. Continue the downside, just hit that red line. Same thing. So entry here at 292, close 291.39. Getting quick 60 cents, 300 shares, money. Got to be careful. Like, even on this 5-minute, okay, I know that's not a green candle, but huge dump here. Like, you could re-enter here at 391.55. But I've got this red line here for a reason. So, you know, we did close below, but we closed below it here as well. So we haven't got lower low. Like, our lower low would be the break of this one. So no trade on Microsoft yet.